Hello and welcome to United with Alvin. You can always unite with me by liking, subscribing, and commenting on the comment section below. Let's get to the vibe. Now let's get to the vibes. Benjamin Sesko is finally coming to Old Trafford. Benjamin Sesko is finally heading to Manchester. Per report from Fabrizio Romano, he's already at the airport. And medicals will be taking place tomorrow at 10 a.m. Medical will be taking place tomorrow at 10 a.m. And he will be, like I said earlier, the earlier video, that he will be unveiled at Old Trafford before the game against Fiorentina. Before the game against Fiorentina. All the vibes, of all the noise, of all the Newcastle fans saying this and that, we finally gotten our player. We have finally gotten our player. Everybody has a preference of who thinks United might need. Oluwakin's experience, so I personally thought he would come in and be what? Hit the ground running. But when we are able to sign a player like Benjamin Sesko with high caliber of potential, if he succeeds at Manchester United, we are talking about him playing for Manchester United for at least 10 years. We're talking about him playing for Manchester United for 10 years. For 10 years. Benjamin Sesko, if he's able to hit his ceiling and he's able to score goals in the Premier League week in, week out, he'll be for Manchester United for at least 10 years. And even if he doesn't want to stay for 10 years and want to leave Manchester United, we will have to sell him big, because at 22, he has so much to offer if he's able to perform. At 22, he has so much to offer if he's able to perform. They are, the players we brought in, Cunha, Sesko, and Bumo, the role Cunha played for Wolves is not going to change. He was predominantly playing left 10, and Wolves was practically playing the same formation, 3-5-2, 3-5-3-4-3. That was the formation Wolves was playing. And the same setup is what Manchester United is playing. And Ruben Amorim will be expecting him to play exactly how he was playing at Wolves. There might be, tactical changes or certain things Ruben Amorim will be expecting Cunha to do that he wasn't necessarily doing at Wolves. But he will practically be doing the same thing. Dropping deep and carrying the ball forward. In Bumo, practically we're doing the same thing for Brentford. At Brentford, he was a left winger, a right winger, but he was predominantly, chipping into as a number 9, because Wisa was always dropping deep, leaving space in behind for Cunha to be there, and it was practically as if Cunha was playing a right 10. So he was practically come to play the same role at Manchester United, just a little bit changes or maybe tactical flexibility, but he will probably be doing the same thing. And if you look at Sesko at RB Leipzig, they play two top at RB Leipzig. Most often than not, Sesko is the striker who is being sacrificed to drop deep and going wide in order to create spaces for Openda to score goals. And I'm sure he's practically come to do the same thing at Manchester United. And these three strikers, or these three offensive players, will bring goals. Last season, United scored 45 goals in total in the Premier League. The whole team scored 45 goals in total in the Premier League, and that's shambolic. A team like Manchester United, for a team like Manchester United, that's the big disgrace. Shambolic. And the priority this summer or this window transfer was to bring in goals, and yes, we did. Cunha 15 goals last season. In Brumo 20 goals last season. Sesko 13 goals in the Bundesliga. We are looking about 38 goals. These three has scored more than what United scored the entire season. And we fixed this. Bring in players who can bring in goals to the league, who can bring in goals to Manchester United. And I like the front three. I really, really like. Look at where we've migrated from. Anthony, Hoyland, Ahmad to Cunha, Sesko, and Bumo. And there will be different dynamics to this game. Look, Cunha likes to drop deep from the left stand. And anytime he's dropping deep, he's always almost certain bringing a defender along. And these Premiership teams like to play 4-back. You get me? So when he comes deep and is bringing a defender along, Sesko, just like he does in RB Leipzig, occupies the width. And now when Sesko occupies the width or occupies the position left by Cunha, he drags the defender along with him. He will drag the defender along with him. And naturally, Mbeumo takes the 9th position, just like he's been doing at Brentford. Simple. Nothing has really changed much. Nothing has really changed much. And this is the dynamics that United will bring. These three will bring to United. The same thing can be done on the left-hand side with Mbeumo, just like with the penalty we created against Everton. Mbeumo dropping deep. Sesko occupying the place. Cunha taking the number 9. And these are just the 3 of them. If you watch the game against Everton, when I think you passed to Amad Diallo, he didn't even look. First time ball to Bruno. Bruno, first time ball to Mbeumo. Mbeumo didn't even watch because he knew Amad has already taken off. One time, and we went and we caused the penalty. And the way United are playing and the way in the manner in which Ahmad and Dogu open up the pitch is always going to create problem, because we are positioning them wide in order for what? The fullbacks to occupy them, leaving holes in between for Cunha and Mbeumo to penetrate. Or Sesko can occupy one of those pocket spaces to free either Mbeumo or Cunha. Different levels of attack. The reason why I like the attack is Cunha is very good at the pocket spaces. Mbeumo is also very good at the pocket spaces. And if you look at the clips of Sesko, he's very good with his feet. He might not be excellent, but he's also good with his feet and he's very good in close ranges. So when we are playing team that will sit deep and play with low block, we will not suffer, because you have Cunha who can penetrate even with tight spaces. Mbeumo can penetrate even with tight spaces. And if Sesko can also penetrate even with tight spaces. And if these teams are playing low block and they close, the weight is there for who? Ahmad and Dogu. And this time around, we have Sesko who is 6 feet. I say 6.5 feet tall. Cross, header. Different game. Different game. When we are playing teams and we are not able to what? Bypass the first phase of the build-up, we can go long. To a striker who is what? 6.5 feet tall. Bring the ball down to his chest and link the play with either Mbeumo or Cunha. Bruno can come in the mix. There's an intent in how United will play next season. And there's an intent in how United are practically doing the transfer window. There's a system United want to play, and they are going according to it. They are buying players who are already acclimatized to the system. These players are not coming to do too much from what they are already doing or from what they've been doing for years. It's just a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Just small adjustments. Just small adjustments. So they'll fit players who are already known to be playing that system. So you could see the transfer is very, very, very good. It's very, very good. We are not just buying players for buying sake. Players who fit to the system. Players who what help propel United to the top. That will propel United to the top. It's very important for Man United to start well. The preseason has been good. If you watch the way United press in the preseason, if you watch the energy in which United plays in the preseason, if you watch the intent, the detail, the formation, the runs, the commitment in the preseason, it's a start for something new. People will say it's just preseason, but yes, you need to prepare well in the preseason before you go to the Premier League. If you don't prepare well, you won't perform. Failure to prepare, it means you are already failing. It's very important. And I'm looking to see how United will perform against Arsenal. It's very important for United to show character in that match. Character in that match. First game of the season, we have to come well prepared. We have to give Arsenal a difficult match. We have to match them boot to boot. We have to show them we are here to compete. It's very, very important. If United is able to get Baleba, that will be a perfect transfer window. Perfect transfer window. Perfect transfer window. People might think we don't have the money, but we do have the money. Because when you look at our budget, per what people are saying, or per report from the media, is that Cunha deal was in last season. The season just ended. It was in the finals of last season, not this season. So Cunha will be more of like a January signing, not a summer signing. So the installment we paid for Cunha will be more of last season because the accounting year hadn't ended. So when you look at the accounting aspect of the summer transfer window of this season, it's been only in Bumbo and Sesko. Now, United will be unveiling the new captain tomorrow. And United also don't have sponsor for training kit and stuff. Maybe Ineos can come in and pop maybe £50 million, £70 million that they are the new sponsor. It also brings additional funds to the team. So if Brighton want to sell Baleba, United will get Baleba. They might prove difficult, but if Baleba goes to Brighton, let me go. Let me go. They'll find a way for him to come to Manchester United. Before Ruben Amorim or when Ruben Amorim came to Man United, most sporting fans were glory about him. And this is what they said. His preseason is very serious. He came to Sporting animal for many years. Preseason, he used the preseason to sell almost half of the team and bought players that understood his system, that are willing to play his system. And he won the league. And I can see traces of it. We might not win the league, but we might get top 4. We might get top 4. You can see he has bring some bondage, some togetherness to the players. He will know the players more in these few weeks that he did probably the entire of last season. Because when you have people in the same hotel, in the same environment, doing all the same thing, you don't see each other apart from yourself, you get to understand the characteristics. You get to understand the mindset of the players. You get to understand how the players behave. You get to understand what the players want. You get to understand the patterns of these players. Our first phase had always been an issue. If you're able to get Baleba, he will solve most of our problem. Because if you watch the game against Everton, even though we're playing four box, the lead going into the central position. I think the first 15-20 minutes, Ugarte was dropping deep to the central defense, and then Luke Shaw going wide left, creating another scenario of how we can build, because Ugarte is not very good with his back against the opponent. So Ruben Amorim has to find ways and means in order to accommodate these players. But if you have a player in Baleba who is very good with his back, with his form, someone who can bring pressure, easy first face of builder. Easy first face of builder. Easy first face of builder. He will help Man United ginormously. If you're able to get Baleba, he will really, really help. He will really, really help. I hope United are able to secure Baleba, but I don't want to talk too much about Baleba. Let's enjoy Benjamin Sesko. Let's enjoy Benjamin Sesko. I hope he hit the ground running. I really hope he hit the ground running, because there is too much pressure. There will be too many pressure on him. But I want to see his link-up play. He might not play against Arsenal, because even though he has trained, he'll be doing his medicals tomorrow on field against Fiorentina. He'll probably have only 1 week in training session. You might not know. Maybe he's that special. Ruben Amorim will see that he's that special and will fix him against Arsenal. But I doubt. But even so, I want to see some fight. Saturday will be the last preseason, and probably they might even play another closed door preseason game before the Arsenal game. Yeah. This is all I have for you today. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the comment section below. Let my channel grow, bro. Let my channel grow.